Hangeul and Korean. Lecture 14. In 2. Hangeul Creation Principle. 4. Consonant Creation Principles 3. Next, it is time to add a stroke to the lips sound. So Jong created B by picturing the shape of sending a lot of air out while applying instantaneous force to the sound mium, made from both lips. The name of the letter is Byungseo. It is a common sound pronounced normally with both lips. It is the same as the first sound that comes out when pronouncing ba. The Romanized spelling is B or P. Next, we will add two strokes to the lips sound. The letter P was created by adding a momentary force to the sound B, which is made with both lips, and then forcefully expelling a large amount of air. The name of the letter is P. It is a strong sound pronounced loudly with both lips. It is the same as the first sound when pronouncing pa. The Roman alphabet notation is P. Next, it is time to create a lip sound different form letter. Stroke P. It was created by adding 3 stroke to mium, but it could not be used. Next, it is time to write the lip sound mi in juxtaposition of basic letters. He wrote mium twice to make song mium, but it was not usable. Next, it is time to write the juxtaposition letter with added 2 strokes, bu. The letter, song bu, was created to represent the shape of the mouth when pronouncing a high-pitched sound by blowing out a lot of air with the lips tightly closed. This letter could be used. The name of the letter is song bu. It is a hard, firm sound pronounced with both lips. It is the same as the initial sound when pronouncing ba. The Romanized spelling is pp. So far, he letters created by adding strokes to the basic consonant mium, according to the intensity of the sound, are as shown above. 1. Letters with added 1 stroke, bu. 2. Letters with added 2 strokes, pu. 5. Juxtaposition letters with added 2 strokes, song bu, were possible, but 3. Different form letters, stroke, pu. 4. Juxtaposition of basic letters, song mium were not possible. The following is the stage for expanding the tooth sound. The basic letter, siot, is pronounced by lightly touching the tongue to the hard palate, and then releasing it. The shape of this movement was pictorially represented to create jiut. The letter name is jiut. It is a plain sound pronounced by touching the tip of the tongue to the hard palate. It is the same as the initial sound produced when pronouncing ja. The Romanized spelling is j. Next, he added 2 more strokes to jiut to form chiut. Chiut is pronounced by lightly touching the tip of the tongue to the hard palate when saying jiut, then quickly releasing it to force a large amount of air out. The letter name is chiut. It is a strong sound pronounced loudly and forcefully by pressing the tongue against the hard palate. It is the same initial sound produced when pronouncing cha. The Romanized spelling is ch. Next, it is time to create the tooth sound different form letter. Although it was made by adding a stroke to the base letter, siot, since the sound did not become aspirated, it was stated that the different form letter, Byungseo, was created instead of a stroke added character. The name of the letter is Byungseo. It is a voice sound produced by vibrating the vocal cords when pronouncing the voiceless consonant, siot. It is similar to the following pronunciation, z. Byungseo was included among the 17 consonants at the time of its promulgation, but was lost in the 16th century. Next, he created the sound song siot by pictographing the shape of renouncing the basic tooth consonant, siot, by putting a lot of force on the tongue, then resting it against the lower teeth, and expelling a lot of air between the palate and the tongue. The letter is called song siot. It is a fortis consonant pronounced firmly and distinctly by placing the tongue against the gum. It is the same initial sound produced when pronouncing sa. Its romanization is s. In the next step, he created the sound song jiut by pictographing the sound of the tooth consonant jiut by applying a lot of force to the tongue, and then lifting it against the hard palate. The letter is called sangjiut. It is a fortis consonant pronounced firmly and distinctly by touching the tongue to the roof of the mouth. It is the same initial sound produced when pronouncing cha. Its romanization is jj. The letters created by adding strokes to the basic tooth consonant, siot, based on sound intensity, are as shown in the chart above. 1. Letter with added 1 stroke, jiut. 2. Letter with added 2 strokes, chiut. 4. Juxtaposition of basic letter, sang siot. 5. Juxtaposition letter with added 2 strokes, sang jiut, were possible. But 3. Different form letter, Byungseo, has been lost. Now comes the final stage of expanding the throat sound. He added a stroke to the basic throat sound, iong, to create the letter with added 1 stroke, urinhyut. It was perceived as a glottal stop, but it was not an actual sound in 15th century Korean. The letter name is urinhyut. It was used in Hangeul phonetic notation, fortis consonant symbols, and aspirated consonant symbols. But it disappeared after the 15th century. But it was included among the 28 letters when promulgated in 1443. In the next step, he created the letter hyut by to the strokes of the basic throat sound, iong, shape, to form a shape that releases a lot of air when pronounced with a vowel. The letter name is hyut. It is a plain sound pronounced normally from the throat. It is the same as the initial sound produced when pronouncing ha. Its romanization is h. Next, he added 3 strokes to the basic throat sound, iong, to create a variant form of the different form letter, stroke, hyut, but it could not be used. Next, he created the juxtaposition of basic letter, saryung, by writing the basic throat sound, iong, side by side, which was used for transcribing Chinese letter sounds, but it disappeared after the 15th century. As a final step, he uniquely created sang hyut by placing the two-stroke hyut next to the final consonant, which was used in writing Chinese characters, but it also disappeared after the 15th century. The letters created by adding strokes to the basic throat sound, iong, based on sound intensity, are as shown in the chart above. 2. Letter with added 2 strokes, hyut, were possible. But 1. Letter with added 1 stroke, urinhyut, has been lost. And 3. Different form letter, gahwekyut. 4. Juxtaposition of basic letter, saryung. 5. Juxtaposition letter with added 2 strokes, sanghyut, were impossible. King Sejong created 28 new letters at the time of promulgation. These among 11 vowels are the 3 basic letters, Arya, U, E, the 4 first created letters O, A, U, A, and the 4 second created letters Yo, Ya, U, Ya. However, RA are not used in modern Korean. Among the original 28 Hangeul letters created, the corresponding 17 consonants are 2 molar sounds, Giyuk, Kiyuk, 3 tongue sounds, Niun, Disut, Tiut, 3 lips sounds, Mium, Biut, Piut, 3 tooth sounds, Siot, Jiut, Chiut, 3 throat sounds, Iong, Urinhyut, Hyut, and 3 different form letter, Yeseong, Ryul, Bonseum. However, Yeseong, Ryul, Bonseum are not used in modern Korean. This concludes King Sejong's exploration of creating a new alphabet. In the next lecture, we'll explore the use of vowels and consonants he created.